All right, so this is what I've been working on. Haven't been going live. I got a haircut. I didn't like my other haircut, so this is it, as in my longer hair. I'm just gonna see if I'm live real quick. Make sure, yes I am. It's live. 2 weeks ago is the last time I uploaded something. So hope you guys enjoy this. I think it's going to be maybe 30 minutes. I've been using, um, yeah, if you read the description below, it's basically explaining. Sorry, haven't been able to talk right. I've been stuttering, and I feel like my tongue's giving out. I gotta go get that replaced. I need an alignment, and I need a new section right here on this left side. So, hmm, let's get back on track. So the description basically says my bankroll is low right now, so I'm not able to buy tokens or use models that are a lot more advanced, and kind of sucks, but it's okay because it gives me time to think. And when you're working on, oh, look at that. Oh, good thing I checked the live, right? Because I'm kind of, all right. So if you flip the phone sideways, then you could see the full screen. Oh no, you can see it there. So when I'm working on whatever I'm working or trying to make, it's almost like you have to choose the right time to work on it. For myself, I say you as in myself, and it is difficult because you want to improve it. I want to improve it. I want to enhance it. I want to, you know, make progress in what I'm building. But there's times where I can't even build, um, and keep on adding to the structure, the base of what I'm building. So there's times where I'll just stop and I'll start building something else, something that sounds fun to me at the moment. Um, I would love for this to be a job. It's kind of loud, isn't it? And the goal is to make money because that's what it is, and that's what life is. We have to make a living somehow, and might as well do something you love. So there we go. So let's say I'm working on it for like 3 hours, and I'm really trying to get stuff done, but I'm not because I can't figure something out. And I'll step away and I'll go do something else. And you could do whatever you want, just not start. You can do anything you want except work on the project, and it helps you as in me, and it helps take the attention away from whatever part of the brain I'm using at the time, and it starts using whatever different parts, and then an idea comes, and I'm able to come back and make more progress in 10 minutes than I was working 3 hours on this thing. So that's the best way I work. um, and it's kind of annoying because there's gaps of like, let's say, like, all right, this is gonna be really a weird explanation, but if you guys follow um, the plans on leaving Earth and going to the moon or Mars, there's only a certain time and gap to where you could exit to be able to go launch the ships or whatever. And I feel that that's how my brain works. There's certain gaps, or even like full moon, right? There's cycles of, there's a certain time when there's a full moon, there's a certain time when there's a half moon or whatever. I feel like that's how my brain works. So let's get to work, man. So I'm using a really, really, well, Composer 2. It's pretty cool, but it's not like Chat GPT 4 point something, or it's not like a freaking Sonnet, or Claude, or Opus, or whatever they're all called, you know. All right, grounding ourselves in the project claims. We're actually building for comparison. Um, Max Green. So it's called Max Green because I said Mac screen and it heard Max Green, and I think that's hilarious because what if this blows up and it's like, welcome to Max Green, and they're like, well, bro, why'd you name it Max Green? And it's just like, it's actually Max Green, but now it's Max Green because AI can't freaking understand properly, or I can't talk right. One of them. Mac OS, semantic layer, blah blah blah. Wilson intervals, screen, blah 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 blah. Research neighborhood where this shows up in other people's work. Sweet. How many concepts like this? There's no countable global set. We can say, all right, where max experience sits a 1 to 10. That's pretty good. Rough score, roughly. And I'm not taking these as facts. They could be a lot lower. They could be a lot higher. But again, it's because it's what this model thinks. It's almost like getting someone else's opinion in whatever you're asking for, and them telling it, and you're like, oh no, that means it's the real answer, but it's not. It's just someone's opinion. Same goes with agents and how it really works and stuff like that. All right, here we go. Awesome, that's great. I'm just really excited to watch you work and see what you could do with this project, and from how it's really built to watch you be able to use what's inside of this project. So let's just say you got 1,000 people watching you, and we want to see you do something really cool that this project is guiding you to do. So give me 3 really awesome ideas of something you could do right now to create oohs and ahs and excitement from this project's um build. All right, so shoot. All right, it's working. Son of a bitch. Oh, excuse my language. All right, what you do? Oh, sucker, come on, bro. Turn that off. Thanks. Sounds boring. Chaos corpus English. One messy row you allow grounding, which you capture a deliberate, ridiculous frontmost state. That sounds boring too. Holy moly, bro. All right, that looks pretty gnarly. Let's say these 1,000 people are third graders and fourth graders, and they are super annoying and need to be entertained. What can you do? That's my type of prompt, baby. Nice. X-ray goggles. That's what I'm talking about. Hot or cold robot edition. The don't break the computer boss battle. All right, holy moly. First of all, X-ray goggles sounds amazing. Hmm. X-ray goggles. All right. Explain to me. I don't want to do anything, by the way. I want you to do everything, and I want to see stuff happen. So explain to me in exhaustive detail what X-ray goggles for the computer is and how you can go ahead and run a example of X-ray goggles. Let's maximize the screen. And this is the copy of the original. Mac screen copy because I'm only using certain type of models on the other project. And I know if you're using too many different types of models, it starts changing what you've built, and it just messes things up. So I'm gonna text PJ actually. Say, yo, bro, I'm live. Notify anyways. All right, what's it doing? It's running resolve on deeper safe snapshot from your corpus. So the example shows sticker, X-ray, structure, sweet, whatever that means. I'm just saying sweet because X-ray, bro. Come on. What the metaphor means? Kid version, real version. All right, forget the real version. We're here for the metaphor version. The screen is a picture under the picture. Keeps a hidden outline for windows, buttons, text fields, and tables like name tags on every control. X-ray goggles mean reading those name tags instead of guessing from pixels. Okay. What happens when you run the probe step by step? Blah, 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 blah. All right, cool. Whatever that means. Awesome. Sounds good. Go ahead and run that. Let's see this stuff happen. Let's, I don't know. Do whatever. Just don't delete anything. And this thing has full control, full access to my Mac. And we're going to see what's up. I'm really happy with the new codecs application here. It's because you could go ahead and connect a bunch of stuff, and that's kind of what I did with the main Mac screen, not the copy. I'm super excited to get more. I don't know, bro. More money to freaking work on that more. That'd be sick. Where's? Oh, maybe my hat's dry. Hold on. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Cool, I got my hat and stuff now, bro. So my white head doesn't need to be. All right. Okay. What I added, nothing was deleted. Do see stuff happen in a browser. Cool. All right, go ahead and do all of that. You have full access, full permission. Let's see you work. I hate that, you see? All right. Remember, I don't want to do anything. I need you to run everything. Connect to the terminal of the Mac to do things if you need to. It should already be in the project. Go ahead and do a deep dive PhD on how to run this and basically everything that you're able to use, so I don't have to be annoyed and freaking keep telling you what to do. I just want you to do something cool. Jeez Louise, bro. Holy moly. Should I wear my glasses? That'd be sick. I definitely need to take a coding class somewhere. That would really help me. So instead of just asking this to tweak a code, I can just go ahead and do it myself. And I like reading what it's doing. But the cool thing, it's doing it. It's doing something, right? So one of the first things I tried to build when I got on Cursor was to automatically have this scroll down as it builds instead of getting stuck right there. I want it to keep scrolling down, but it didn't. It was working, but it just took too much effort. Cool. So let me know from what you built what I technically can do. Bro, it's way too much words. All right, so instead of me doing this, freaking, I'm just gonna go ahead and let another AI take care of this because obviously I don't have the patience right now, and I feel like it's just that type of I don't know, it's just that type of day. Let's see if we could open something for me. Awesome. Go ahead and open Safari, please, and go to Chat GPT. And then inside of the text box of Chat GPT, type an introduction of yourself, what you're doing, and tell it that you want it to be its partner to really test out your skills. Now, if this could work, I'd be happy. I know it could work. I know it does it, but like, can Composer 2 do it? All right, there goes Safari. All right, let's see if it freaking goes and types inside the thing like I wanted it to. And I'm working on building something to where I can see the workflow if it's still working or not, or if it's done. Because I don't want to touch the freaking, like the mouse or whatever, the freaking touch pad, and mess up the workflow if it's doing something. Like right now, I'm moving it and I'm gonna go. You see how it stopped? That's freaking annoying. So I'm just gonna move this all the way over. Awesome, you did great. You opened up Safari, you got the chatgpt.com. Now go ahead and do a deep dive into your code on how you can navigate through that cursor. I mean, through this MacBook and be able to type something inside of that little chat box on ChatGPT. I'm thinking about it. I don't even know if that's installed. I know it is in another project. Because this is the project not for navigating online, it's just strictly on the Mac. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Thanks. Yeah, exactly. Whoops. Oh well. now I could choose, I'm going to choose Ion. This is the company I want to build. But someone already has this name, and it just kind of, it was weird how it came up because I was trying to find names, and I forget what Ion meant, but it only had one I. Let's see what it means. What does the word, shoot, oh yeah, twice in a row. Lion. Yeah, I don't have patience right now. The world. I'm just gonna leave it. It knows what I mean. It knows what I mean. It knows what I mean. That doesn't sound right still. Word, layered meanings depending on context. Okay. Lifetime, life force, age, era, eternity, timeless, cosmic principle, the clean and mental. Okay, cool. Existence expressed through time. All right, so this was like brainstorming. I came upon Ion, right? But then I thought the I, like with the I and the dot, I thought 2 dots looked way cooler. So I put 2 I's. Boom, like that. Now, without even thinking about it, if you put a space between that, it's now AI, Ion. And so it's like exactly what I was building, and it became that name, and I thought it was really cool. Tell me what AI plus Ion. No. That one. Smart brain, a tiny charged piece. A smart thing that's active, always moving. Yeah, that's basically what it is. So, here, we're just gonna go like this. And we're gonna see what it does. Excuse me. I'm not even reading it. I'm just gonna go back and forth maybe like 4 or 5 times. See what it comes up with. And it's the whole reason I made this copy, so I can mess around with Composer too, since it's not really something I've been using. And just see what comes about. I really want to just put some content out there and let you guys know I'm still here and still doing this. And it just costs money, guys. Freaking gnarly. I really like this music. It's, I don't know. I feel like ChatGPT could work a lot faster or type a lot faster, but it doesn't. And I forget the reason why. I remember I looked it up. I don't know if it's either my Mac or like, I forgot the answer though. So again, I'm not reading this. I'm not even trying to keep up because I don't really care. I just want to see what, 5 times back and forth comes up with. Now, this is something I used a lot in the beginning. Um, like Grok, Grok, is Elon Musk's AI, and it had different agents all working together instead of just one like this. So there's one agent working on this page. Agent as in like one AI, one brain, one perspective. Um, but Grok has multiple agents. I think 4 when you're using it a certain way. And so me going back and forth, I am gotta get post hoc sponsored. That's annoying. Why is that there? Now I have 2 agents working back and forth. And sometimes I'll do 3, 4, depending. And I like to keep them all different. Like I'll use ChatGPT, I'll use Gemini, I'll use different, like a codex as part of ChatGPT. And I'll just use multiple agents, I guess, whatever they're called. Different type of mindsets to see what comes out. And so the weird thing about this, and they're working, they could totally be doing the wrong thing. They could be, I mentioned it in the past, they could be hallucinating, and hallucinations, maybe happens when there's too much information, especially different types of information in a chat, and it's too much info for the AI to handle, and it starts hallucinating and creating things and making things up. And it happens sometimes where 2 different models meet each other in conversation, so, which is fine. I went down a hallucination. There you go. Holy moly. A whole hallucination build. I have it. Oh my gosh. And I have it like saved, and I'm really excited for it. As time goes on, it could be built for sure. It's gonna be so sick. It'll be built now with NAN, but I just need to see how that works and stuff. It's not good, dude. Forget that. Look at this. This thing's really moving. So it's actually working pretty gnarly. So I'm gonna just kind of look at what this says. I'm kind of regretting using ChatGPT. I want to use Grok. So once it does something, I'm gonna call it a stream. It's like one of those times where I'm not really feeling it. I think it's because I'm using Composer too, and I already know how it's gonna go. It's gonna get me frustrated. It's gonna get me mad because it's freaking stupid, and it can't just. It's not dumb. It's just not. It didn't build it, so it's not familiar with it. It's almost kind of like a engineer building a car, knowing the freaking car, and then going into a whole different model, and it doesn't know how to use it because it didn't build it. It knows the basics. It could see it properly, but it won't be able to know the ins and outs and all the nuts and bolts. Know what I mean? Excuse me. whatever is going on, my computer's freaking hot. So that's annoying. It's super hot. It must be real. Oh, I know why. It's OBS. OBS is making this super gnarly. That's why it's super hot. Click this. Do it. Cool. So that brought it up. Check it out. It's moving. It's, look at, no hands. It's freaking moving the cursor and knows where to click. And that's a W right there. That's pretty cool, right? It was smooth. It was chill. It was all right. So let's go ahead and explore. What could be a cool way to... Do I have a game on here? Oh, it totally has chess, right? It needs to have chess. So let's do that. Okay, cool. Well done. I like talking to it. It's freaking... So now that you're able to open things and move around and click on stuff, let's have some fun. Go ahead and find where the chess game is at on the Mac. Just like every other Mac comes with the chess board. Open it and play the computer on easy and beat the computer. And I think the hard part for you is going to not... the hard part for you is going to be able to finish the game without turning off, or if that makes sense. So go ahead and give it a go, and only use the cursor, please, to bring up stuff. Now, if it does, oh yeah, for sure, bro. If it does this, wow, that'll be so sick. And since cursor is okay, that's annoying. It just opened it from the back end. But if cursor was sign in, continue with Apple account. Okay. Composer 2. Let's see what it does. Could do this, then a better model could do a lot better, which is really happy to see. All right, buddy. I think it's like, all right, am I black or am I white? It's pretending it's black, but it's white. White to move. It should be able to read that. It'll figure it out. Hopefully, right? Yeah, okay, I couldn't do it. It's done. Okay, so it looked like you tried to move the dark pieces, but you weren't able to see where it says game one, Christian Pardo dash computer white to move. So basically, you're Christian Pardo. It's telling you white to move, and it's a little disappointing you couldn't figure that out. But you are only Composer 2. You're not a higher model, which is totally fine. So go ahead and play as white, please. And good luck. Or in between, just do PhD research to see, you know, if you come to a standstill, or like something you can't figure out, just do research on it to figure it out, even if you're going into code. And then do it without having me to say anything or without you having to stop your workflow. So go ahead and do that now, and good luck in your game. Alright, so I'm not going to touch anything and just let it do its thing right there. I forgot to tell it to like cool down my computer. It's freaking burning it up. So if this works and plays a full game without stopping, it would be pretty cool because it's learning to adapt to real life situations without having to be told anything. And that would be a huge W, especially using Composer 2. Ugh. Alright, come on, baby. Alright, sign into Game Center. We're not signing in. I'm not going to do that. Make your first move, buddy. Come on. Great. Nice. You made the board more less visible for humans. Thanks. And it's trying to like, well, its first move was obviously that pawn in front of, and now it's just hallucinating fucking shit, bro. At least the music is chill. So if you can't figure this out, I'm not going to keep on trying because I feel like my directions were self-explanatory, and it's just not something to waste my energy on. And I'll just show you how to cool down the computer. At least it's still thinking. See, I try to drag the I'm just gonna make the first move for it, bro. Yeah, we'll go like that. See that, bro? There you go. Now it's black to move.
Pawn d7
there.
to d5.
Now it's white to move. Let's see if it freaking adapts. And let's change this. Oh, okay. I know why I changed the board. It's so it could see the board easier. At least that's what I think. Because it's going to be harder to see the board if it's slanted. It's easier to just see a flat square, right? Still working, so. Oh, nice. Look at that. And now it's really actually trying to do some stuff. It's just taking too long. I'm over it. Good effort. I feel like that task is a little too complicated for you. But my computer is on fire. Can you tell me what degree in Celsius or no, in Fahrenheit, what degree my computer is running at right now and why? See? Fuck, bro. Okay, so then tell me, what you can do to see how hard my computer is working because it's really hot right now. Or just tell me like what you could download to be able to see and stuff like that. Basically, just I want the most accurate way to know the information that what's making my computer so hot. And then I want you to increase the fan speed. I want to see how fast the fans are moving. I want to see all the freaking, I want to see all of the stats of my computer running. Oh yeah, forgot. It's a different project. All right, you guys. So that's all. That's what it is. It opened that, which was really cool. It almost started playing chess, so that's the end. Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you watched this whole video, that's pretty cool. So, till next time, when I have more money to use a better agent. Any questions? Leave some comments below. Thank you guys for I don't know if maybe someone in 20 years will watch this, but till then, you guys, later.